Tomorrow I got to water and cut. I got to cut back all the flowers and water all the plants that need watering. Because it's been kind of warm, and so they said rain's coming, but I'm still just I gotta water. I tried weed pulling, boy. Got through only a few, and then the other ones just weren't coming up. So maybe after it rains, I'll go hit them. We'll see if it rains. Hopefully it does. We'll see. People. Guys, you got to understand that the Gospels are reality. They're not magic. If you think they're magic, they're never happening. They never did happen. If they are reality, if it's faithful love, see, that's the nice thing about faith, is it's real. Okay. And it understands, it's eternal, and its essence is infinite, so which is greater than magic, right? And so that's the beautiful thing about faith. Reality is you can have faith and be truthful and loving and kind and understanding. And you can do a lot of things in life that are really good to reflect the beauty of the gift of your life. And that's nice. And so you just got to understand, if you're doing things right now, well, not if you are doing things, what you're doing right now is really not, it's being very meaningless to the reflection of the beauty of your existence. Doing things over money, fighting over your sexuality. Sexual reproduction, by trapping the mind and the soul in the mind, is torture, and it's ugly, and it's hell. It's gross. It's murder, rape, and pillaging. It's manipulation through writing things down on paper and getting assholes to agree to it, and then abusing other people because you feel powerful because other people agree to the fact that they want to be assholes with you. And that's sick. And that's what you have now, And one of the best illustrators of life, as far as understanding the Gospels, when we read the Gospels, because, it's Christmas Carol, was Charles Dickens. Because, when you're dead and gone, you have all those portraits on the halls, And when people see a portrait of Bob Marley, it means a lot more to them, to more people, than a portrait of Adolf Hitler. When people see a portrait of Adolf Hitler, most of them cringe. Oh, girl, don't want that happen again, right? When people see Bob, they go, oh, I love Bob. Right? No, most people that see Bob love him, okay? They love Bob. One love, one heart, let's get together. See people see a portrait of Jesus, they go, hey, Bob Marley loves him. And we know that Jesus loves Bob Marley, right? But Jesus also loves Adolf Hitler. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. We're commanded to love one another, right? And that's the toughest one, my parable of Juan and Jesus, Think of the person you love the most. So he thought of his little daughter, his little bitty girl, And now think of the person that you despise the most. Okay? Because of who they are and how they act and stuff. And now you have to love them equally. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. We're all given life by the glory of grace. Now, who's reflecting that? My Emily Grace and my Katie reflect the glory of grace from the glory of God a lot better than poor Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was treated like shit by shitheads, and he became a shithead. And then what happened? You're in the army now. You're not behind the plow. You'll never get rich by digging a ditch. You're in the army now, right? Don't do it. Okay. They take the stories and they make them reflect their perception when they write them down and translate them. Okay. And we're not like the Spartans and the Romans and the Troys and it's just, no. Okay. The stories are told from a perspective of the people that tried to murder people like me off the face of the planet, run me over in the parking lot of Best Buy and act like I don't exist, and then have everybody, hey, buy and sell food. It's what's for dinner. No. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. You're on TV right now making commercials. Okay? Do you understand? My life is in the book of Revelation. Okay? The book of Revelation is because of me. Okay? Because of the spirit of Earl and my family. Okay? It's not because of corporations that have $100 million. What is this stupid show? What is this stupid show? Gold Rush. Yeah, Discovery Channel. Did you discover that you're an idiot? Did you come to terms with that there? Okay. You get these people, you got to quit celebrating when people give you money. Okay? Jesus gave you the Lord's Prayer with his life. Okay? Think that through. Okay? Contemplate that. While you guys are on TV all celebrating people at the big check, the bank with the big check cashing department, watching the bowl game from Phoenix, right? So, guys, if you have a bank with a big check cashing department, okay, Jesus gave his life so you could live the Lord's Prayer. Forgive debt and trespass and love one, eternal, faithful peace. How many people work for banks with a big check cashing department, right, and say they believe Jesus is their God, which is complete horseshit, right? Okay, he voluntarily gave up his life to crucifixion so you could focus. He would be the focus of the commands of the Lord. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Okay, and don't say that's the stupidest thing you've ever heard. Because if it's the stupidest thing you've ever heard, you need to go find a bank with a big check cashing department that you got from Jackie Moon and stay out of the Coliseum. There's a bear loose in it. Your only refund will be getting out of that death trap alive. Spumoni, right? Stupid movie. It is a stupid movie, but it still makes me laugh. That's very stupid. Oh my gosh, it's stupid. What's more stupid, Talladega Nights or Semi-Pro? They're about equal stupid. What about Waterboy? And Happy Gilmore? Yeah. And what about Caddyshack? Yeah. And Slapshot isn't as stupid. No, Slapshot is basically like, this shit could really happen. The other ones are all kind of over the top and kind of stupid funny. Okay, Slapshot is like, oh shit, this is funny, but this is real Bush League hockey. This is like Goon, right? This shit could really happen. This shit does happen, right? Oh, nice catch, baby boy. So, yes, of course I'm pulling for the Lobos. You know me. It's a Aggies, Miners, Aggies, Lobos, Miners. Yeah. That's a tough one. Aggies, Miners, Lobos, or Aggies, Miners, Lobos, or Aggies, Lobos, Miners. Lobos, Miners, it's half a division of one and six of another. Yeah, a lot of people, but you're New Mexican. Yeah, but El Paso is New Mexico. Trying to be Texas, but it's not. Okay. Yeah, okay. And you don't want to be New Mexico either, because Bill Richardson is an asshole. And so is the Escobar lady. She's Bill Richardson in female. Oh. Well, you got to take the kickbacks from the people that run the cartels, or they'll put you out of business and kill your whole family. Yeah, they could run you over in the parking lot of Best Buy if you never existed, right? Fashnigana. Yeah. They're all broken. They're all ass kickers. Okay, guys. Money and the delusion of money is what makes them feel influential and powerful. Okay? Ilhan Omar is not a Muslim. Okay? Jesus Christ is a Muslim. She's nothing like Jesus Christ. She's nothing like Khadijah. Okay? Just because people wear clothing from Khadijah's time and walk around and say, I'm a Muslim, now please pass the tax rebate, you know, and pass the ammunition and the tax rebate, right? And that good for nothing Prince John, she's a liar. The first person that you have to get to believe your lie is you. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, and I vote. Okay, I like to live the Lord's Prayer. Shut the fuck up. I said it. There, I said it again. Yeah, okay. I'm not a liar. Okay. I have to survive this hell. It's very uncomfortable. But I have beautiful voices in my head telling me where to go and what to do. And I'm like, okay, I understand survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. But life's eternal and grace is infinite. So, okay, no. Just no. You're the standard of human behavior, and you're correcting the technology. Okay. So, recover with the ecosystem and with the people that believe in the truth that you live through your humble faith. Okay, Suzuki. Thanks, Jesus. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. Excellent, buddy. Thank you, Jesus. Love you. Okay, Jesus. They're like, then you get the people at the fort. When you talk to Jesus, isn't that a schizophrenic episode? Well, yeah, I'm still stuck in Las Cruces with people of money and technology being human authority and inventing their laws on pieces of paper. So, yeah, that is a schizophrenic episode. Jesus, help! Could you get me out of this schizophrenic episode? You have to do it yourself. Jesus! Thank you. I have to do it myself. He's not an omniscient God. He's an eternal, faithful, loving man like me and King David. And Bob Marley. What about, no. Adolf Hitler was not. Okay. Is there a possibility that some of his relatives could live through this hell and be more like Bob Marley than Adolf Hitler? I'm not God. I can't tell you. But it's tangible. Okay? It's tangible. It's tangible that a relative of Adolf Hitler, okay, could go to school in Pasco and end up dating Vicky Townsend's brother, Ricky. Right? Do you understand? A relative of Adolf Hitler. It's entirely tangible because Herod and Jesus are cousins. Okay, do you understand? And Moses and Pharaoh are cousins. Oh, and Pharaoh threw babies to crocodiles to try to kill Moses because of Moses' prophecy that he was going to end his legacy of godlydom. We are the gods. You know what I'm saying? So it's entirely tangible. I hate commercials. I hate advertising. I hate industry. You know what else is going to be real nice? You're going to need a lot less blood donations when you forgive debt, trespass, love one eternal, faithful peace, and park your cars, bars, and wars, and don't do your industry genocide. It's the Industrial Revolution. And that poor little girl, so cute with the little thing with the valiant door, the Vitalin or whatever, And if you're not holding food hostage and moving it around into big destructive buildings, a gladiator world and stuff like that, you'll have a lot less blood transfusions, a lot less disease, a lot less mental health issues. Okay. And like we discussed many times before. Okay. Now, if you try to take away the family's right to reproduce and then, parenting and stuff like that, you try to become God and you're not. Okay. The best way to stop people from sexual abuse and incest and abuse is to not do it yourself and be the standard of a home, a house, a home, a family, and a man that loved her so, right? Because I marry a woman and we take wedding vows and we honor those wedding vows, okay? And we teach our kids to do the same, and our kids are capable of doing that. If other people get together, have sex with a person, and that person starts having sex with the children when the other parent is out working in the field or doing something to provide for the rest of them, then people are not going to want to be with that person. They're not going to trust that person. They're not going to like that person. That's selfish. That's mean. That's abusive. Something's rotten in Denmark. Okay? Horatio, I knew him well. Okay, Pharophalia? We don't need your factor. We don't need your Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Okay? We need truthful, faithful living to be the standard of all human behavior. This is why I am the man from the stories that's most like King David, and you're on TV holding food hostage and getting paid make-believe money to sell food as a product to people that are being murdered by industrial toxins. You understand more of the part about the earth being over the global warming stuff in the book of Revelation, and all the stuff in the book of Revelation where you looked at it, it's like a mystery. It's hard to understand. We're trying to decode it. It's like, don't decode it. Just listen to the faithful, loving one save you from your own lies. If you can listen and not continue to believe your own lies. But that's, if a picture paints 1,000 words, and why can't I paint you? All right. I would give everything I own. Okay. What's the other one? It don't matter to me. Okay. I love you guys. All right. Peace.